You ever wake up one morning, sunlight pouring through the curtains, the whole house silent, and suddenly, for the first time in a long time, your soul feels like it's breathing again? That moment, that precious, quiet moment where it's just you and the stillness, that is where your healing begins. That is where your truth starts to rise from the ashes of everything you survived. And let me tell you, baby, there's something sacred about coming home to yourself. No noise, no explaining, no shrinking, just the sound of your own breath, the rhythm of your own heart reminding you, you made it. You see, we grow up thinking the greatest thing we'll ever do is find somebody, like that's the goal. Like your worth was something dangling out of reach until another human being came along to confirm it for you. But I learned something standing knee deep in the rubble of who I used to be. I learned that real peace, the kind that lets you sleep at night, the kind that lets you smile just because you're alive, that peace only shows up when you finally sit down in the center of your own damn soul and say, I'm enough. Alone. Living alone ain't lonely. No, it's powerful. It's sacred. It's where you get to be the architect of your own joy, the painter of your own sky. It's where your dreams don't have to make sense to anybody but you. Where your music, your food, your rhythm, your pain, it all belongs. It's not muted, not questioned, not judged. Living alone is not about being isolated. It's about being free. Free to cry in the shower without muffling your sobs. Free to dance in the kitchen with joy spilling out of you like sunlight through stained glass. Free to fail, free to try again. Free to just be. It's where your spirit learns how to sing again without waiting for applause. They don't tell you that sometimes the loneliest place in the world is lying next to someone who doesn't see you, who doesn't hear the tremble in your voice when you say you're tired, who doesn't hold you when the world feels too heavy. But when you live alone, when you live alone, you get to pour that love right back into you, every ounce of it. You become your own sanctuary. You learn how to touch your scars gently, how to forgive yourself for what you didn't know, how to rise up again and again with fire in your belly and grace in your steps. I didn't choose solitude. Solitude chose me. It came from me in the dead of night when the world got too loud and the mask got too heavy. And at first I resisted. Lord knows I did. Because we are trained, conditioned to believe that solitude is punishment, that being alone means being unloved. But what I found in that silence was a version of myself I had long forgotten. A woman who didn't need permission to take up space, who didn't apologize for her ambition, her softness, her rage. A woman who could make her own coffee and her own damn miracles. You know what's beautiful about living alone? It's the conversations you have with yourself at midnight. The ones where you look in the mirror and finally stop judging what you see, where you stop calling your softness weakness and your standards too much. It's waking up on a Sunday morning with no plans and realizing that the peace in your chest is more valuable than any date, any text, any good morning that doesn't come with consistency and respect. Living alone teaches you the beauty of your own company, that you are not a half, you are whole, complete, not missing a damn thing. Some days, sure, the silence gets loud. Some nights the bed feels too big, but then you light a candle. You put on that song. You make yourself dinner like you are someone worth celebrating, because you are. You don't have to earn love by shrinking. You don't have to sacrifice your voice for companionship. And when you live alone, you realize you are the love you've been waiting for. The world will try to convince you that being alone is something to be ashamed of, that you must be hard to love, that you must be too much or not enough. Don't listen. Don't you dare listen. You are not broken. You are becoming. And becoming is a journey that demands space, demands silence, demands reverence. Some of the most powerful transformations happen in solitude. The caterpillar doesn't turn into a butterfly in a crowd. It retreats, it cocoons, it breaks down completely, and then, only then, does it emerge something glorious. Living alone is not a consolation prize. It's a victory, a revolution, a reclamation of every piece of yourself you were told to hand over in exchange for affection. You can breathe now. You can laugh out loud without feeling like you too much. You can read books and write your story and cry when you need to without someone rolling their eyes or checking their phone. You can fall in love with yourself fully and without shame. Because let me tell you something, and I want you to hear me. Your solitude is not empty. It is sacred ground. It is where you plant the seeds of everything you are about to become. It is where your voice gets louder, your boundaries get stronger, and your soul gets fed. Relationships are beautiful, yes. They can be nourishing and warm, but never, never at the cost of your self-respect. Never at the cost of your peace, ever at the cost of your essence. There is a kind of joy you only get when you sit in the quiet with yourself and realize you are no longer chasing anyone, no longer begging for love or validation, no longer dimming your light to make others feel more comfortable. You wake up and you make your bed not because anyone is watching, but because it's part of loving yourself. You cook meals for one, but they taste like victory. You cry without shame. You laugh like no one's keeping score. You dream without limits. That is the kind of life you get when you choose yourself. Living alone is not the absence of love. It is the presence of self-love. It is choosing to nurture your own garden instead of waiting for someone else to water it. It is realizing that your time, your energy, your spirit, they are precious, and you deserve to protect them. Living alone teaches you how to hold yourself, how to be the kind of person you would be proud to come home to, how to stop settling for scraps when you were born for abundance. So if you're standing at that crossroads, wondering if solitude is something to fear, let me be the one to tell you it's not. It's where you find your power, your purpose, your peace. It's where the real work begins, the kind of work that doesn't show up in highlight reels or Instagram stories, the kind that happens deep inside your bones when you start rebuilding yourself with your own hands. And when you come out on the other side, whole, fierce, radiant, you'll realize that being alone didn't break you. It saved you. It gave you back to you. And there is no relationship, no fleeting romance, no half-hearted connection that can compare to the freedom of knowing your worth and refusing to settle. This is your homecoming. This is your revolution. This is the love story you write with your own two hands. So go ahead, pour that glass of wine, light that candle, blast that music, take up all the space. Because living alone is not just living, it's thriving. It's breathing in your truth and exhaling every lie they ever told you about needing someone else to be whole. You are whole. You are worthy. You are home.